Hi friends, hope you're doing well. I'm Dr. Milind. So it's everybody's dream that to get a rank, a top rank in competitive exams like NEETPG, and we are always fascinated by toppers. And when we see someone who got an extremely amazing rank, we always want to know the secrets. Like what it takes to be in the top 100. So today we are fortunate. We have with us Dr. Raghvendra, who scored an amazing rank of 93 in NEETPG 2022. So let's try to know his secrets and his methods and his techniques that what helped him get into these top 100 ranks. So hi Raghavendra, please tell us more about yourself.
Hello, sir, and hi to everybody, and good evening. I'm Dr. Raghvendra Ambri. I'm basically from Belgavi district of Karnataka, and I did my UG from Shimoga Institute of Medical Sciences, Shimoga. So this is about my introduction.
So thank you for that kind introduction. So tell us about your strategy. The students, everyone knows, everyone has, all the students are joining the classes. Everybody has this material. So what was your strategy? What was your plan when you started preparing for NEET PG?
Uh, Sir, actually, honestly telling, like I did not think about like NEET PG and all before my internship. Like after internship only, I started my preparation. But to be very honest, like I started seeing Marrow videos before internship itself, just to help for prof exams, not not in the view of preparing for the NEET PG and all. So fully fledged like preparation I started after the internship only.
Okay, so because that is there, like every student who is in his internship or even during his undergraduation, all the students have this thing that they want to join the class. This FOMO, that fear of missing out, that everybody else is doing it. So I just want to tell the viewers who are watching it, it's not like when you started, because Dr. Raghavendra started after his internship and still he managed to get rank 93. So tell us more about your schedule. How did you, like, after internship, how did you plan your study? That how was your day? How you will divide your day?
Uh, Sir, after internship, I joined like regular classes, online live classes. Because of COVID, there was no face-to-face class. So
Mhm.
I joined online live classes, and classes used to run from morning 9 till evening 7 or
Mhm.
7:30 in the evening, and it was a quite a hectic schedule of classes. And whenever like they used to like finish like subject, and we used to read the like notes, and solve as many MCQs as possible. And that was it was good going, sir,
Mhm.
until 3 months. After that, like we got compulsory rural service. Like
Mhm.
before that, if I have to like tell you like what happened, like what I did in a day, from 9 to 7 there used to be classes, and from 7:30 I used to take some half an hour break,
Mhm.
or else I would take a dinner break, and after that I would go through the notes which I have written, and if possible I would solve one or two MCQ modules. That would be very difficult to solve MCQs then and there, only because it's a like 10-11 hours of like classes. It used to become very heavy. But at least you should like read your notes, and like sleep before you go to sleep.
Yeah. So, and
That's how my day.
during your these marathon classes, that how was your approach like during the class hours? Like, did you used to just take down the points, or you try to, because a lot of students they say, it's very the classes are very lengthy, so you cannot be focused for whole 10, 12 hours. So, what was your strategy like during the class hours?
Sir, during class hours, I used to find the classes interesting, uh, like not like bored of something and all. Teachers used to teach like good, no sir. So I do
Yeah.
not find them very boring.
Yeah, but what
Uh,
I feel that one point I would like to add, what you said, a lot of students they go to the classes and they do a very much of mechanical work, like taking down the notes. But as Raghavendra said that he used
yeah.
to find classes interesting because he took interest and he was there to learn things. So I think if you are focused in your class, if you at least for, I'm not saying that it's possible for 10, 12 hours, but at least stay focused for the maximum time. When you come back home, at least try to read something, so you'll have at least some retention of some information in classes. and then when you come back you will have it. So don't be just do the mechanical work in the classes.
Sir, like I was at the comfort of my home. That was
Yeah.
also a advantage for me
Hmm.
during my classes. After 3 months, I had to go for the like rural service, and things changed. But as far as I was in my home, I was at like a very like steady state, and I was at the comfort, so did not have much problem to see the classes for long hours.
Okay, so tell us more about your found like what was your basic preparation material? What notes or any special books that you read, or and what did you do for MCQs and grant tests? So what was your source?
Sir, my basic source was Bhatia online classes actually. Uh, so I did a few subjects from Bhatia and few subjects from Marrow.
Hmm.
Like I already told you, I had done some 3 to 4 subjects in my final year, like OBG, surgery, orthopedics, and all.
Hmm.
That too, I did not complete the notes. I just to help the prof exams, some important topics I did in my final year. The remaining notes I completed it after internship only, like full kind of preparation. Um, so MCQs and all I did from Marrow only. MCQs and grant tests and
Hmm.
subject-wise tests, all I did from Marrow only. Notes I divided it between the Bhatia and the Marrow classes.
Okay. But did you like read? Did you read like two notes for the same subject from two classes, or you had this some like one subject one rule, or like
No, 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 sir. You like I did not do the mistake of doing these things like
yeah.
uh, making
Why,
the
why, yes, and why
multiple.
emphasizing on this point? There are things I have seen a lot of toppers. I myself, we refer to different classes, notes because some notes we find incomplete. But you should not do a mistake of reading, two notes for the same subject. You can go like, for example, if you feel anatomy is not good in the subject or physiology not good in with some classes, you can buy another. But don't read both the notes. Don't do that mistake.
Actually, many juniors ask me the same doubts, sir. Actually, uh, can we do like this subject in this also and that platform also? A lot of doubts are asked
Yeah,
actually
and that is
about this.
that is the most important thing that you should not confuse yourself. A lot of students have this confusion about MCQs. They ask like how many MCQs to solve because, there was one earlier, when there used to be a lot of repeat questions. Now the questions are mainly clinical based, but earlier there used to be a lot of repeats. So, it was advised that do a lot of MCQs. People say I did 30,000 MCQs, 50,000 MCQs. So, what is your opinion about that? How many MCQs daily is ideal or it should be done only for practice? What is your opinion?
Sir, talking about my own experience, initially when I started preparing, like I used to solve subject-wise modules. After that, because of rural service, it was discontinued, and after again when we like again continued the preparation, I used to solve around 50 to 70 MCQs per day, and that was uh, uh, that was sufficient for me actually because without reading your notes properly, you can't like go on solving MCQs and MCQs like full day because when you know the subject only, you can apply it into the MCQs and uh, so I feel 50 to 70 MCQs or maximum 100 MCQs are more than enough in a day
Yes.
actually.
And I think that's a very good point, and that is what we also have been telling students that don't go for the numbers. Your theory should be your foundation, and MCQ you should do for the practice. And again, you have emphasized.
Uh, Sir, one more thing
Yes.
I can like in the last 1 month, 2 month preparation also like I solved 50 to 70 MCQs per day only, not more than that actually. Like I used to think whether it's sufficient or not. I used to think daily because many toppers were telling you have to solve 500, 600 MCQs in 3 hours. You have to give 2 GTs per day. They were telling like this, but for me reading the notes was more important than just go on solving the MCQs and go on giving the GTs. So I used to watch like all of your videos that helped me a lot, sir. Actually, I'm telling
Mhm.
this like not telling this just because you are interviewing me. uh, I followed all your videos, and like I followed them. It really helped me a lot in like getting this rank, sir.
Thank you, Raghavendra, for your appreciation. And I'm happy these all efforts are helping because what we are seeing actually is in PG journey that students go through a lot of mental stress. So our sincere effort is just to at least try to diffuse that stress that is building and addressing a real things. Like instead of a lot of students like what I used to feel during my preparation time also once you become a topper, it's like a lot of people say whatever they want and things which as a student I used to find them very like impossible, that studying like 18 20 hours a day, solving like 500 questions daily and doing 50,000. So I used to find it impossible that you cannot read this during preparation. So I I try to interview different people and get genuine feedback from them. So tell us more about grant test. A lot of students, again, this is a very important question about grant test. That when should we start giving grant test? How many grant test should we give? Tell us how was your score during your grant test, and should we take this score seriously?
Sir, grant tests are like no doubt they are really important for your preparation,
Mhm.
but they start they start becoming important after a period of time, after you have like achieved a grip on all the subjects,
Very true.
not all the subjects, but at least half of your preparation when it's done, when notes making is done. After that, you can solve like giving the GTs. I started preparing in March 2021. So I gave my first GTA on August or September, I think. August, I think. Uh, till then, I had finished some 10 or 12, 10 subjects, I think. Then only I started giving GTs. Until then, my main focus was to like to know what is the pattern of this exam, to know what is there, or like what is the like what is there in notes. Like after that only you can solve GTs. And initially, I used to give GT once a month, sir. After that, I slowly increased it to once in every 15 days. Uh, till the last time, I gave only one GT per 15 days.
For
That's
50.
it.
So I think this is a very important answer, and students who are watching this, they should understand that that this is how you should plan your GTs instead of hurrying into it. Instead of just giving haphazardly GTs when you're not ready, you should be using them for your own, for your own benefit. Instead of just giving GTs and then panicking that my scores are not improving. And I have interviewed a lot of toppers till now, and what is my own experience that everybody says the same thing. And again, to re-emphasize on the same pattern, start giving GTs when you are ready and analyze them smartly.
Sir, when I was in last period of my preparation, I used to watch again a lot of videos on YouTube.
Mhm.
Uh, Again, they used to say the same thing, that now the exam has come near. You should start giving GTs to every 2 days, every 3 day. But I feel that maintain the same thing, maintain the same pace. That's very important. Like instead of going like haphazardly, like giving this much of GTs, like give some more time to your notes. And if you solve one MCQ, you can, as you always used to say, sir, if you solve one MCQ, you can solve that only that MCQ again. If you read the topic, you can solve 100 MCQ,
MCQs from that
different
topic.
MCQs on that topic.
That's
Yes,
a
sir.
that's a very
That
important point.
line,
Yeah.
yes, sir. That line like really helped me a lot. Like
And that is a very valid point, like as you said, again, I'll just reinstate the line. If you read a topic, you can solve 100 MCQs, but if you solve like 10 MCQs, you can only solve that 10 MCQs again. You cannot, it will not add anything
yeah.
to and that's a very good point that you have added. And I would just like to emphasize again, the GT, people have, made such a fuss about it that, like you passed your 10th, your plus two, and every exam we gave, we did not write so many mock exams, right? Before our 10th and 12th. Like in one attempt, we got into it. So why do you want to practice again? Like, you should believe in yourself that you can do it. You can give some GTs and then you can write your final exam. And most of the students, I can even say that you got your base rank in the real exam, right? Not in any of your GT.
Yes, sir. Best rank actually. Exam
Yes,
only.
that
Of
happens with
course.
all of us. You'll get your best rank in the real exam because this is when you give your best. So don't worry about GTs, and you'll do better. So lastly, Raghavendra, what message you want to give the students, about the preparation? Because the date is still not there, and a lot of students are panicking when will happen. So what is your advice that what should be their strategy?
Sir, the strategy should be like concentrated on last 15 days or last 20 days or last 1 week of your preparation. Whatever you do in the entire year, like it must not go in vain that you did not like revise it during your last days of preparation. So start preparing yourself for the last week of the exam. That's what I did, sir. Like I made my 20th notebook, not for all the 19 subjects. I could not do it, but I did it for at least for 5 to 6 subjects. That helped me a lot in last week of my preparation. And the last week and last 15 days of your preparation are very important. So concentrate on that, and from now onwards only, you can like start doing the things that will help you in the last 15 days. And I again want to tell something that um, this is not the only major milestone of our life. Still many things are there in front of us. So don't think that this is the only thing we have, then get too much anxious about it. Just enjoy the learning process, and when you enjoy the learning process and do the hard work, you will enjoy the success at last. That's what I want to say, sir.
Yes, Raghavendra, very nicely put. And I'm sure this your story and your wise words are going to help a lot of students out there, and be the guiding light for them. So thank you so much for
Sir,
yes, yes,
can I add like
yes,
two
yes,
more
yeah, yeah.
sentences,
Please,
two more
please,
points?
please, yeah,
Yes.
please, please.
Because like the time when I was preparing, I used to think if I get a good rank, then I will surely like guide as much as possible to my juniors what mistakes like we are doing, they should
Yes,
not do those mistakes. So I want to add two more points.
yes, I should.
Like instead of looking them as 19 different subjects, you can look at them as one subject, and correlate between the subjects. Like you can correlate between dermatology and microbiology, you can correlate between the medicine and pathology, and you can bring in the pharmac in there. That one topic only you can see it from different angles.
Yes,
Like make it a habit. It will help a lot. It will help a lot, sir, actually. uh, and don't read like subject wise, read topic wise. Whichever topics you are finding it difficult, practice those, read those like notes from whichever subjects they are. Like many of the students do the mistake that they will read one whole subject, they will read only one subject from morning till evening, and they got exhausted and they can't solve the MCQs also. So the day is like quite wasted. Instead of doing that, divide your day into like 6 hours for this subject, 1 hour for one short subject, and another half an hour for some pearls will be given in the marrow. Use that. So I used to do the same thing, sir, because I did only around two proper revisions and one last revision of 20 days only last. But I still managed to get a good rank because I used to do the things like this, like extra things. Again, you used to ask that what you are doing extra than other 1.5 lakh
yes.
people. That like that can help you to
Get
like get
into
a good
top
rank.
rank.
So this is that thing that instead of going in like one subject after the other, like revise parallelly. Instead of revising in series, revise it parallelly. uh, do some 2 or 3 subjects in a day, so it will improve your GT scores, and it will get you a good rank. But definitely.
Yes, that's very well put. And again, to summarize that, you have to have a hold on all the subjects simultaneously, and you can do that by combining one major, one minor subject, and doing MCQs from another subject, or reading pearls, or any other short, any notes or any chart that you have made. So that's very nicely put, Dr. Raghvendra. And definitely, these all points are going to help a lot of students to get into such an amazing run that you got.
So you used to tell one thing, no, sir, that uh, that options are like humming of a song, and
Yes.
you will get the instinct and you will get the
Yeah,
answer.
exactly,
That
exactly.
that that really worked, sir. Actually, some of them might think that wow, what sir is telling, it's all like it doesn't work out like that. Actually, I I experienced it myself, sir.
Yeah, it happens.
some
Yeah.
some things are like it's impossible to like everything to put everything into a brain like all 19 subjects. You have to apply some tricks to like solve it.
Yes, very nicely said. And that's what I tell students, that you have to have faith that if you work hard, if you study, things will eventually come to you. When I was writing my exams, as many exams I have written, what I have always found that, when I attempt all the questions and when I come back and, I'm seeing these questions again, some questions, the answer which I did not know initially, or the questions, I was confused. Later it becomes clearer because at the back of mind, I feel it is processing because it is there. You see, you have done your hard work. You
Yeah.
have been reading for so long, so it is there somewhere. But sometimes it doesn't come out. But you have to leave it. You have to leave that question and move ahead. Then you come back again, and when you are seeing and visiting those questions again, which you have marked for the review, trust me, answers will come to you. You will find that okay, okay, now I remember that. This is how it was done. And I think this is something that students should understand. And they should focus and have belief in themselves.
Yes, sir. Absolutely right.
Yes, and yes, Dr. Raghvendra, and thank you so much for giving all these experiences, all these stories, and all those tips to the students. And I'm sure this is going to help all of them. So thank you for joining us, and I wish you all the best in the path you chose.
Thank you so much, sir, for like letting me express my whatever my like things were there.
Yes,
Thank you so much.
sure. Take care, man.